What's your first crack?
Oh, I'm in love with the Adelaide Crows. This could be the first premiership by stealth. I've heard no one talk about the Crows for 4 years. And why would you? Because they really haven't been in this position. But in all likelihood, Joe, we've all done the predictor. You've done the predictor. We've probably got the Crows finishing top 2. So it's the first time we've been able to say, wow, hang on. Does this mean home final type opportunity? And when you talk about them and you go through their losses this year, so they've only lost the 5 games, so they sit 14 and 5. They're the losses. They led all day against the Hawks and lost that in the last goal of the day. Collingwood, they were in front late third term. Fremantle had them pretty much at arm's length all day. In front last quarter against Geelong and led 5 minutes to go third quarter against the Gold Coast. I'm just looking at it thinking, gee, it's a better year than we give it credit for. I look at their record at home. They've won 10 of 11 at home. The only one they lost was Gather Round. We did that game. It was a cracking game. And it's a long while ago now, round 5.
And they're a better team.
And they're a better team. So 10 of 11 at home already. We talk about their lineup and what they've been doing. You've talked about their mids and their backs and their forwards, how they're all gelling at the right time and they've got a point of difference with their tools. They've also got this forward 50 game that I think is really important now, the forward 50 stoppages. And I keep saying it, prelim finals come down to forward 50 stoppages. Now, we talk all the time about Isaac Rankin being the difference, but there's a whole host of forwards now that are getting involved. I see Neil Bullen, Keys, Thilthorpe. It can be anyone. It really can. So if you look at their audit sheet, their balance sheet, they're the number 1 defensive team since round 14. We've talked a lot about that, and they don't allow the opposition to score on turnover. Only Sydney's forward 50 is functioning better than theirs, and their ability to outnumber and swarm gives them the post-clearance game combined with their contested marking. That's the envy of the competition. So there are a lot of reasons why we should just be all in on Adelaide. Everyone's reserved, I get it, because we haven't seen it for the last few years. They've jumped from 15th to contender, and very rarely, as you say, do you win a flag doing that. But why not?
Or does the finals experience, the lack of finals, does that worry them? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Or is there just so many green ticks across the board that they're playing so well that it's not a factor?
I don't think it'll affect them at Adelaide. Like, why would that affect them at home? Yeah. They'll have that cauldron going over there.
They'll get the rails run at home.
Rails run at home, and you know, okay, it might get them on the last day in September, but gee, the hardest thing's getting there. So I'm looking at them thinking, this is the first time that I think a premiership could be won by stealth. I didn't have it on the radar for most of the year, and full credit to Matthew Nixon. Obviously, he's on 360 tomorrow night.
Can they
He's
go
coaching. Yeah, they can, absolutely. As I said, my only reservation, because their profile, and we've spoken a lot about it, they're set up defensively and offensively, great shape. It was only for a team, very rarely is out of finals for 8 years and then comes in first time wins it. That's my only reservation. But as you said, there's no reason why they can't break that, why they can't do it. It's whether they can absorb the finals pressure and intensity. But from what we've seen, and we've spoken about the tackle breakers, and they're tough, they're physical, they defend first, all the attributes you need for finals team, they stack up.
And the 3 key forwards, I mean, we talked about it last night, even in the wet, it worked well yesterday. Riley Thilthorpe was incredible. Righto, Joe,